I want to launch a lawsuit against the US government for their corruption. Back in high school, I learned two valuable lessons. The first was getting laid off 1 year into the Great Recession. Since my family was poor, I started working as soon as I could. And after the 2008 crisis, the economy pretty much crashed. Thankfully, I worked at the grocery store that still had business. But unfortunately, the state of Colorado passed a law prohibiting minors from working in a facility that dealt with federal work. I don't really remember the specifics. I just know that all the high school kids working there were laid off because of this new law. The lesson I learned from this was neither corporations nor the government have the best interest for us. They'll just make decisions from their privileged positions and won't care how it'll affect the rest of us. The other lesson came from one day in psychology class. The teacher made up a game using poker chips and had us trading them in various ways, and would pull students aside to tell them something in secret. By the end of the game, he tells us the rules had changed over and over again, and now most of us had poker chips that were worthless, and a few with the correct kind of chips that made them rich. This was after the 2008 crash, and he wanted to teach us how the world will be unfair and there's nothing we can do about it except be wary of the psychos who thrive in such an unfair system, or if we can live with ourselves, to become selfish and two-faced if we want to make it in this world. The US has created a society that depends on free market capitalism so much it leads to chaos that leaves many people behind and struggling. We are told free market capitalism is the best system to allocate resources to where they need to go, but that's just a lie. Otherwise, we wouldn't have food deserts, and 40% of the food made in the United States wouldn't end up in the landfill. What free market capitalism does, aside from letting the rich screw us over, is it turns us into addicts of comforts, convenience, sedatives, stimulants, and instant gratification. This is why people feel broken, burnt out, depressed, anxious, nihilistic, and cynical. We are becoming empty shells, regressing into immaturity without a purpose. Our imaginations and inspirations are being diminished in this monotonous society designed to keep us tired and weak of mind, will, and spirit. The only way to grow is to overcome obstacles, and no matter how insurmountable they may seem, if we don't try, things will keep getting worse for us. Even if our technology advances so much that it solves all of our problems, it can't save us if we use it for the same old mindless indulgences. Humanity should grow and be better than our predecessors. Please subscribe to the channel to support this organization of Truth, Life, and Freedom so we can sue the US government and show them how their poor leadership is the reason people don't want to have kids and why some choose to commit terror attacks and mass shootings.